I feel like curiosity is such an underexplored human emotion because it can really take you to amazing places. I really feel like curiosity is the root of discovery. This is what gives you the motivation and the inherent urge to learn new things, to explore new things, to explore new topics, and to learn about the universe. So I made a presentation about it. And let me convince you why you should be a more curious person. So let's start. Take this as your sign on why you should let curiosity be your magic wand, because it is really magical. So the first thing is that you develop the autodidact mindset. An autodidact is a type of person who learns things by himself or herself because they are not waiting for someone else. They are not waiting for the instructions. They are so curious to learn that they just do things. In this age of social media boom and AI boom, you really have no excuse but to learn things on your own. You do not need a teacher anymore. You have YouTube, you have Claude, you have ChatGPT, and these tools can really teach you almost everything you want to learn. Their genuine interest towards a topic guides them to research, learn, experiment, and to experience without external force or validation. Because now you want to experiment, you want to try out different things, you want to learn many languages, you want to learn about different topics, cultures, history, math, sciences, many subjects and topics. People who think that studying is boring, they are looking at it from an exam point of view. But when you are an autodidact, you see it like an experience. You get the joy of learning because you are exploring new topics. You are learning because you want to learn, not because you have to learn. You are not just at the student level anymore. You are now adopting the mindset of a scientist, of a researcher, of a teacher. You want to dig deep. You want to gather more information to actually apply those things. Like a scientist, they apply their knowledge into practicality. And the main thing is that you do not need an external validation because your curiosity is motivating you so much that you are just eager to learn. And that's awesome because you are not dying as a student. You are learning and growing as a student. Next, we have the playing mindset. You are now a player, not just an NPC. You are having so much fun because of your curiosity. You are now putting pieces together and uncovering many mysteries that you are just playing like a child. You are excited and rejoiced about the process. You are excited about doing things and learning things and exploring things. So you get to enjoy your work. You get to level up your skills and you are not just tied by one skills because curiosity is not tied to one thing. Curiosity helps you to reach new levels and to learn new skills and to get your hands on many things. And then you get to also stay consistent because I can assure you discipline alone is not enough. It never is the answer. You have to have that creative itch to actually start the project, to actually work on the thing, to actually toil hard because it's not that hard to you. To an observer, it seems like, she's working so hard for no reason. But to you, it's experimentation. It's the experience that matters. It's the joy of figuring it out that really pushes you to the next limit. You do not perceive yourself being in the survival mode. Instead, you enter the play mode. Just like in video games, when we lose, we start again because we are now addicted to the game. We want to find out what happens at the next level. You will also be attracted and addicted to your work process, to the project that you started, to the things that you work on because you want to figure out, you want to know what happens at the next level. Next, we have you develop taste over time because taste is something that is like your gut feeling, intuition, judgment combined together over years. Taste is so valuable in this day and age and it does not come easily. You have to work hard. You have to have many experiences, failures, skills, and many more things in your basket to have that refined taste. And what does that taste give you? Your love turns into routine without needing motivation or discipline. Motivation or inspiration is a very fleeting feeling. It will just go away just like that. It just goes away at random times and it comes at random times. So you cannot rely on it. But your curiosity turns you from I should search that. I should know more about that. To, I now love this. I'm excited to learn. I want to see what happens next. Then you iterate and adjust as you evolve. This leads to better decisions and actions. If you are curious about something but you just do the same things over and over, then you are not really evolving. You are just doing the same things, but you have to iterate and adjust. Just like every other emotion, your curiosity also develops, also changes. So the project you started and the things that you started, the skills that you started out with are not the same anymore. You iterate and adjust and adapt yourself to the situations. Then you are also not afraid to play with multiple colors, interests, genres, styles, designs, and so on. It is mandatory for you to try out different things, otherwise you will be bored out of your mind. So what's the solution? You play with different things and that leads to better judgment and better taste. And now you have more feathers in your hat. You also don't care too much about the outcome because you actually start loving the process. Because curiosity makes you like a little child who is eager to learn, who is eager to play. So the process becomes play instead of pain. Next, we have you focus on the experience instead of the failure. No matter what you start, you will have failures, you will make mistakes, you will make a fool of yourself. And that's a good thing because when you are truly curious about something, you do not mind the failures, you do not mind the embarrassment, you do not mind the cringiness that comes with it. But that just seems default to you. And your focus goes to something else. Your focus is on the experimentation. Your focus is on the adventure, not the failure. You don't care about pleasing strangers. You are willing to flop because you know that this is the default setting. We have to fail in order to get to the next level. You kind of become stubborn because you are not willing to give up. Your mindset changes about other people as well. As you start going through your journey, you start realizing that other people are also just following their curiosity. You are actually excited to find out. You are actually excited and eager to find out the result, to find out what happens. What games can you play in the next level and how can you level up? You follow your creativity and not judge your ideas because judging yourself, judging your skills, your beliefs, your ideas will just pin you down. It will never take you to the next level. But when you focus on curiosity instead of imposter syndrome or self-limiting beliefs, then going to the next stage and getting out of your comfort zone becomes so much easier. Your love for the process exceeds your overthinking, overjudging, overplanning because you will only learn if you do the thing. You will never learn by thinking, sitting, pondering. And then you might have heard, curiosity killed the cat, and all my life I also thought that the proverb ends there, but that's not true at all. The full sentence is, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. So yeah, the cat did not die. It was brought back by its satisfaction of finding out, by going out, finding out, figuring it out, and testing out different things and ideas, all the things that it was curious about. Curious cat is eager to know the truth. It wants to find out the treasure. You might have noticed that when cats are interested in something, when something catches their eyes, they do not give up and they go after that thing. Being the curious cat will also have you in this mindset that I have to find out. I am not going to give up. The cat knows how to take risks. It craves the satisfaction of figuring it out. The curious cat would rather take the risk than the regret. The cat is playing on its own terms. It won't let the ball go as easily. You can train dogs any ways you want, but cats, they play on their own terms. They behave on their own terms. You cannot get a cat to run after you like a dog. Why do I have to follow others? I am going to do things in my own terms. Then we have many parts of being the curious cat. Your attitude changes, you view things differently, you do not procrastinate and you become action prone. You might have heard about the term high agency. That is being action prone. You do not wait for things to happen to you, instead you take the action. You go out of your way to make your dreams a reality. And that happens when you're truly curious about something because it will create such an urge and such an itch inside you that you cannot wait to start on things. You cannot wait for the next project. You cannot wait for the next opportunity. And then one of the biggest things and biggest changes that you will see in your life is that high agency becomes second nature. And high agency means that you are a go-getter. Do not wait for others' commands. You do not wait for others' push, others' motivation. Instead, you start things on your own because you would rather have the embarrassment than the regret. You start utilizing your curiosity as a tool, not just a feeling as emotion, because curiosity can be one of your superpowers. If you know how to use it for your greater benefit, you can use it to become a better academic, creative, educational, and financial weapon. You effortlessly dive deeper into certain topics, subjects, and skills because you are curious to learn. I wanted to learn about how creators make money, how creators are talking so effortlessly to the camera, how they're portraying their stories to the world. So I started to press record and putting out videos on my own. That creativity was an itch inside of me that I needed to scratch. So I just did things because life is lived on the playground. Although it is hard, it is not impossible. You can always figure it out later. You have to be willing to dive deeper into things that you are curious about. You minimize your learning curve and you maximize your potential. You learn to do things alone, scared and unprepared and unskilled because you will never feel ready. Becoming ready is really a decision that you have to make. and it opens so many doors for you. You focus on long-term goals and growth instead of short-term results. You are willing to dive into the non-linear career. People who are often curious, just as me, also get bored easily. So sitting behind a desk, doing a 9 to 5 for 40 years is just not the ideal option for us. And if that sounds like you, curiosity will help you go into non-linear careers, because that's where the exponential growth usually happens. Because it's better to be a jack of all trades who is a master of none, because that person is oftentimes better than a master of one. You get true joy and fulfillment because you are excited to do things on your own. You are not waiting for others. And lastly, you become a multi-passionate, multilingual, multi-skilled, multi-hobbied, creative weapon. Learning languages, learning new skills, trying out different things, going on different paths is definitely not easy. But that process, that mindset, that change of habit becomes so much easier when you have curiosity on your side, when you're truly willing to learn different things, when you're truly so eager to learn that you cannot wait, when you truly get to that stage that you cannot just simply sit and do nothing. You become like absurd mindset. You start to doing crazy things. They start to become the elephant in the room, and you are okay with that. Following the same things and going on the same path will get you the same result as everyone else. But if you're truly passionate about many different things and you want to be multi-skilled, then you have to use curiosity as a secret weapon and as a superpower, and that will guide you through different paths, through different courses in life, and through different learning experiences. So if you're also a curious and a creative person, leave a comment and let me know what things are you starting out and what are you currently working on. I would like to see some creative and weird and exceptional minds. And as always, I'm cheering you on your journey.